I haven't actually got anything to do. It's not one of my conceptual performances. I haven't got anything to do because I was supposed to, I've got a tape coming out called Music for Meditation, which is based on a performance John Cage gave of his work 1-7, which he gave at the San Francisco Art Center in the early 90s. And I expunged all of the human voices and words from that work, so all you're left with is the ambient noise. You get the applause of the crowd at the beginning, and then the ambient noise of the room, and then the applause at the end. It's on for 23 minutes. We're going to play that all for you this evening. But there was a problem with the production of the tape, so it's been delayed a little bit. But I maintain a website called ATOX, which is mainly a repository for my own one-off artworks and democratic multiples of my own work, which aren't published elsewhere, but I also occasionally put out editions by other like-minded artists, one of which is Stephen, whose tape, Babs, is out through ATOX now. Stephen's mad, Dadaist creation that you're all going to see soon is something to behold. I haven't got anything to do, so I'm going to read a really old poem by Percy Shelley. O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being, thou from whose unseen presence the dead leaves are driven like ghosts from an enchanted fleeing. Yellow and black and pale and hectic red, pestilence-stricken multitudes, O thou whose charioters to their dark wintry bed, the winged seeds where they lie cold and low, each like a corpse within its grave, until thine azure sister of the spring shall blow her clarion over the dreaming earth and fill, driving sweet buds like flocks to feed in air, with living hues and odours plain and hill, wild spirit which art moving everywhere, destroyer and preserver, hear, O hear! Thou on whose stream, mid the steep sky's commotion, loose clouds like earth decaying leaves are shed, shook from the tangled boughs of heaven and ocean. Angels of rain and lightning there are spread on the blue surface of thine airy surge, like the bright hair uplifted from the head of some fierce Maenad, even from the dim verge of the horizon to the zenith's height, the locks of the approaching storm thou dirge, of the dying year to which this closing night will be the dome of a vast sepulchre, vaulted with all thy congregated might of vapours, from whose solid atmosphere black rain and fire and hail will burst, O hear! Thou who didst waken from his summer dreams the blue Mediterranean where he lay, lulled by the coil of his crystalline streams, beside a pumice isle in Baiae's bay, and saw in sleep old palaces and towers, quivering within the waves' intenser day, all overgrown with azure moss and flowers, so sweet the sense faints picturing them. Thou, from whose path the Atlantic level powers cleave themselves into chasms, while far below the sea blooms and the oozy woods which wear the sapless foliage of the ocean know the voice, and suddenly grow grey with fear, and tremble and despoil themselves, O hear! If I were a dead leaf thou mightest bear, if I were a swift cloud to fly with thee, a wave to pant beneath thy power and share, the impulse of thy strength only less free than thou, O uncontrollable. If I were as in my boyhood, and could be the comrade of thy wanderings over heaven, and then to outstrip thy skiey speed, scarce seen the vision, I would never have striven, as thus with thee in prayer, in my sore need. Oh, lift me as a wave, a leaf, a cloud, I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. A heavy weight of hours has chained and bound, one too like thee, tameless and swift and proud. Make me the lyre, even as the forest is. What if my leaves are falling like its own? The tumult of the mighty harmonies will take from both a deep autumnal tone. Sweet though in sadness, be thou spirit fierce, my spirit, be thou me, impetuous one. Drive my dead thoughts over the universe, like withered leaves, to quicken a new birth. and by the incantation of this verse, scatter, as from an unextinguished hearth, ashes and sparks my words among mankind. Be through my lips to unawakened earth the trumpet of a prophecy. O wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind?